Hi everybody. I'm just chilling on a lunch break on a Tuesday afternoon or noonish, and I wanted to give you some updates. This weekend, the Trail Gorillas are still doing that project. They've changed it though. It's not up behind Cabazon anymore. It's around the Whitewater Preserve. It's practically in the same spot. It's just a few miles away. And I'm gonna plan on torturing myself and doing it again. Now, I love that area. That's where I test my gear as a Whitewater Preserve. I go and I car camp there. So we're meeting, carpooling up to the preserve, and then hiking about 2 miles to wherever it is that we're working. I don't know if we're going north or south. I hope we're going north because it's pretty flat. And about 2 miles in is around the Red Dome area where you have to cross the Whitewater River. If you've hiked it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. However, if we're going south, there's some really steep switchbacks. I hope it's not that, but I bet you anything it is. I know last season that got pretty damaged by rainwater. So I have a feeling it might be that. But that's okay. I need to work out, right? Weight loss wise, I'm doing okay. I've slowed down, definitely. I'm down, I want to say, a little bit over 18 pounds since I started on September 22nd. So that's good. My goal, I think I told everybody that I'm trying not to get my thumb out. Of course I'm getting it in there. My goal was 30 pounds before the start of the hike in 2019, and I'm well on my way to keeping that. Right now I'm desperately going clothes shopping for pants because nothing fits anymore, but that's a good thing, right? I will bring you along like I did last time for the trail maintenance crew. Probably film about the same amount as well, just to give you an idea of what the trail looks like in that area. It's one of my favorite areas. In fact, once it cools off enough, but it's not too cold, I'm going to start hiking along the PCT in places like that, just to show you what it looks like. And the river probably will be extremely low at that point. Spring is when you get the melt in the Whitewater River. Then it gets pretty high. But that's all for now. Good morning, everybody. We made it. We're meeting on the Whitewater exit right off the I-10. I don't think you can see the freeway behind me, but it's there. We're planning on carpooling up to the Whitewater Preserve and then hiking up 2 miles. I've heard that we're going north, which is awesome because that's flat. I'll get some more video on the trail. That is Red Dome right there, right before the river crossing in Whitewater. Smile for the camera.
What do you think, Dave?
You're gonna make it more easy to follow trail. It's the Whitewater River, pretty low.
Is it okay in your direction there?
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think so. I'll hold it while you...
Okay. Oh, break time. Marcus getting ready to go in.
Just get a glimpse of my feet bare, and then just take a couple pictures of their feet with their boots on.
Okay. I like the buff. Buff is awesome. All right, he's barefoot. He means business.
this way would be better than this way.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, it's a lot better.
Can you stand right there? It's too slippery. That's solid right there.
Yeah. Dawn has successfully hopped across. And they're still trying to get a flat spot for that rock.
Stand on it.
There goes Dawn. Bye, Dawn. Just so you guys know, Dawn is one of the major coordinators of the trail gorillas in Southern California. That's the guy in red up there. He's putting in another post. So I did my first stream crossing. So we put those rocks up, and one of them, I guess, was a little bit wobbly. So when I crossed it, guess who fell in? Just the left half of me. Thankfully, not too deep, because otherwise I would have got my phone. Yeah, clumsy Michelle. Anyways, I'm going to get a shot of me hiking up. I'm trying to catch up with Dawn. He's a little bit further up, putting her post in. And here's one of those posts. This is just beyond the river. Here's part of the river. It's part of our trail crew out there. And that's a section hiker actually over there. And Red Dome and beyond. Actually, you can see a couple of our workers way back there too. It's a beautiful day. I would say the highs are in the 80s. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Sorry. Again, I'm just doing it with my hand. Filming, I mean. So this is just as tough as when I was working up near Mountain High Ski Resort on that part of the trail. Just less elevation hiking. It's still physical, manual labor. But it's good to get out here and give back. Ooh, what's that? Someone built a teepee. Interesting. Now that's a rock cairn. There's a shovel and a tool to give you an idea. Well, oh well, you can't tell, but trust me when I say it's large. I don't know if you can see that out in the distance. It's another PCTA sticking sign. I have not been on this part of the PCT before, so this is a new experience for me. It is a yucca plant that is dried up. possibly dead. I'm not sure. They might go dormant right now. They're really neat looking when they're growing in bloom and green. I don't know if that's poodle dog bush or not, but I'm going to go around. It's probably not, but better to be safe. I don't know if you can see that up there. It looks like almost like a trail or a road going that way. I don't know if that's a PCT. I cannot get my half-mile app to load. You usually don't need signal for half-mile, but I can't get it to load for some reason. So I can't tell whether or not that's part of the PCT or not. I don't know if we're going up that far. Because technically, San Gorgonio and Big Bear are that way. But who knows? PCT goes that way, but I just came around the corner and saw this rock wall. This has been cut by water. So I don't know if this is another branch of the Whitewater that runs or what, but okay, look how tall this is. I'm about 6 foot in my hiking shoes. This is taller than me. That's really cool. I'm actually not sure where it goes from here. People say it can get confusing in this direction, and I totally see why. In fact, if it wasn't for these poles, here's part of a dry riverbed right now. But way back there, there's a signpost way back up in there. It's hard to see with the phone. I still don't know if you can see it. There it is, right there in the center. If it wasn't for that, I couldn't tell where the PCT was here. That's looking back down the Whitewater Canyon area. We've only gone up like a couple hundred feet, and the terrain's changed a lot. That's a section hiker up ahead of me. Really cool guy.
Okay. I think I'm just going to do just this right now. From that one in. That's good.
Okay, now we can set some heavier rocks on that.
You want any chinkaderas in first, or just the heavy ones right now?
I survived. I just came back. I'm actually almost back in town where I live, and I am just that kicked my butt again today. I did better, even though I'm clumsy. But yeah, I'm just like, I just realized that I forgot to bring some of the food I meant to eat while I was there. So I did some number crunching on the way back down the trail today, and I've probably burned off more than I've eaten today and then some, which is one reason why I'm feeling so exhausted. because I'm just out of fuel. Which, by the way, is good for weight loss. Since the last time I talked to you, I've lost a little bit more. I'm now down 20 pounds from when I started in September. That's awesome. Yeah, so I'm outside of a Dairy Queen right now. Anyone who knows me knows my Achilles is ice cream. My Achilles heel is ice cream. Oh my God. Especially, Dairy Queen. It's so totally fattening. I know I'll probably get a medium cone. I think that's like 500 calories, but I think of all days, today it's not going to hurt me if I cheat. And I'm going to go get me some ice cream right now. So much better. So wonder what ice cream can do for you. So I'm sitting here with really bad hat hair, but I decided if I've seen some crazy hair from some of the vlogs out there, including the chubby hiker had some great beach hair in the last one that I watched. She has long hair and it was awesome. So I'm like, hey, she can do beach hair, I can do some hat hair, just for a few moments, right? It's not too torturous. So I wanted to wrap up today. It was tough again. Not as cold, obviously not as windy, although it did get windy towards the end again. It was, a majority of it was a flat trail. We basically went 7 miles total, technically, because we went up to the preserve, parked, did the half-mile trail to the PCT, and then went 2 miles into Red Dome. And then after doing stuff around there, I hiked another mile in to help some of the other guys, just doing tread work, and then back. So it was a good hike, for sure. Don Line headed this one. He heads most of them down here, and met another great guy there named Mark Murdoch. I want to say Matt Murdoch, but no, we're not talking about the Daredevil. He's really cool, and I can't remember if he's local or not, but a whole new different trail bunch than 2 weeks ago, and really nice people. I wouldn't mind going out and working with them again. I am still slow, I'm still bringing up the rear, but I think I did better this time, even if I did fall into the river. Yeah, so performance-wise, I was wearing my Keens this morning, and I was wearing a pair of Darn Toughs, because I wanted to see, because I knew it was going to heat up to in like the 80s, and I wanted to see how the foot sweat issue would work, and did okay. I took them off when I got home, and even though the socks were wet, my feet were dry, except for the side that fell into the river. That was still wet, so I've got non-waterproof Keens. They're Voyagers, so they're supposed to be breathable, and they did dry a little bit, but they're still wet. But no blisters, no hot spots, even with the slightly wet sock on the left side. My feet actually feel pretty decent, so I think I'm going to stick with these Keens. I'm going to try Ultras. I haven't tried Ultras yet, but I have a feeling, that if it's not a stiff midsole, my plantar fasciitis really would flare up. But these Keens, they're filthy. They're filthy, dirty Keens, but I'm loving them. They really do work for me. I wear them at work too. It's just, they're awesome. I don't have any new gear to review this week, but it's Christmas time, so I'm really slacking off on buying things for myself unless it's a big deal. Really good deal, I mean. However, Thanksgiving, or a couple of days after Thanksgiving, I'm going to visit my parents, and I'm trying to explain to them where they can buy this stuff, what REI is, and because they don't really shop online too well, they're a little bit too elderly for that. So I told them we're going on a field trip on the Saturday after Thanksgiving when I come to visit you. So it was going to be Friday, but REI is opting out, so they're closed on Friday. So I'm going to visit them, and I'm going to take them down to the closest REI, which I think is Rancho Cucamonga to them, and say, hey, I need that, I need that, I need that. There's Christmas ideas, and see what happens. I just wish that REI carried like ULA packs and other things, but well, that's okay. We can still get some things checked off the list from the parents if they're willing to, buy them for Christmas. Be a wonderful Santa Claus. I really don't have any other news. I told you about the weight loss, and things are going great, slowly but great. If you like the videos, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my subscription base. It's cooling off to a point now where I'm hopefully going to be out in the local hiking trails hiking. When I test gear, I'm going to go on the PCT in different locations nearby, like I was today. But please subscribe, tell your friends, and you guys have a great weekend. And don't forget to turn your clocks back. If you're watching this later than that, have a great week, have a great day, and I will see you next time.